Alrighty, folks. Damn, Tesla. Would you look at that? This stock is just insane. Can't believe how insane it is. Right? Let me know what you guys think about this stock. I was expecting it to sell off even more, honestly, due to the S&P inclusion, but at some point you have to realize the news they just like scaring people. They want people to sell so that all the people with money could buy at a lower price. But look at this. In this minute, 71, almost 72 million shares of volume on 1 minute candle right before the close. That is just insanity. Unheard of stuff. Anyways, today we traded MREO. The stock had gapped up 30% pre-market, and upon market opened, it kind of just went sideways, consolidated a little bit, and then sold off here. But then, boom, it surged up about $1 from the lows. So it went up about $1, but then kind of sold off a little bit again. And we started looking at it around here, around 7:15 a.m. here on the West Coast. Right away, I noticed this pattern here, descending pattern. And you notice it was making lower highs, right? It's going downwards. Then it's also looking like a bull pennant. So meaning that it's going to keep knocking on this door, this descending resistance door, and it's going to try to break above that and then go up, right? That's what we're looking at. So it keeps knocking and it keeps knocking, right? Ding dong, ding dong. And then at some point, I know, okay, it has to break above this 330 area. So I get rid of all the cluttery lines there. Get rid of all of them. Because I like my chart to be clean, nice and clean. And keeps knocking that ceiling. Keeps knocking on that door. It's also holding this support around the VWAP, which is great. So it's not selling off like it did here, meaning it sold off on this minute and then it kind of just bounced off. If you look at this wick shadow here, this little line there, meaning that it opened here, sold off, and then it decided to bounce from that low and close here. And then these next minute candles, they decided to kind of consolidate but also move upwards at the same time a little bit, right? If you notice that pattern. So we're expecting it to break that descending pattern. Boom. Break that curse, right? And if you notice here, we already typed in our order, 333, in anticipation of that break of 330. So we're waiting. Definitely a game of patience. So here at this point, I'm going to go ahead and draw this line to tell me that the back of my head, I should be thinking of 350 as the next resistance, the next ceiling it has to break. And boom, there it is. It broke above that 330. And now we have our order. We're going to go ahead and send it to the exchange. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to send it. There we are. We're expecting to get filled. It's going to hold that previous resistance, which is now a support line. And boom, there we are. We got filled 250 shares, 333. There we are. We're in the trade. We got to hold that 330. If it doesn't hold that 330 and it goes below it, keep selling off, it's fine. We have our stop loss at 323 right underneath the VWAP. So here we are. Gonna go ahead and change the monitors there. We had a better look. We're in the trade. Now at this point, I know we're up a little bit and we haven't raised our stop loss to break even because we're thinking it might decide to go back down one more time and bounce off of that area and then it goes up, right? We're thinking it might do that at this point because there's a lot of sellers here on this resistance here. See these pivots? Around 342, 343, a lot of sellers trying to take profits. And we also see at 340, there's good bit support there. So it's struggling around 342, 343, people taking profits. Yeah, it's going down a little bit. We're not raising our stops to break even. But then eventually all those sellers, they get bought up, which is great. But not without a little battle first. So they're battling there. Change to the 1 minute chart. Thinking, okay, it's holding. That's great. It didn't just falsely break and then sink, right? It's holding those areas. We're going to see here, looking at the time in sales, see right here, 350. Boom. A lot of sellers here where we drew that line previously. So that's our next resistance area. Now, I know our take profit is right above that by 3 cents, but we're thinking it's going to break above that. Honestly, that's what I was thinking. It's going to break above that as well. It keeps breaking. It's showing a lot of strength, not only because it's the leading gapper, one of the leading gappers at least in the morning, but it's showing a lot of strength. In the morning, it shows strength. It sold off. Yeah. It made that reversal, broke above this. It broke above these resistance here. A lot of green, right? Huge seller, don't scare you. Boom, right there perfectly, right at the penny. It got rejected. A lot of sellers taking their profit right at 350. If you see that, perfectly there, bounced off. However, there is enough buyers to, boom, buy the stock. Broke above 350. We take our profit. Not too shabby. Right here is where a lot of the short sellers that were set up here to short the stock around 350, thinking that it's going to go down, they all got stopped out. So we have this parabolic move of a short squeeze. Keeps going upwards like crazy, right? Now, in hindsight, we could have put our take profit up here, but there's no way for us to know it was going to go that high that fast. There's just no way. So our take profit was around 353. Not too shabby. Took 1, 2, 3, about 3 minutes to make $50. Good trade overall. Stay patient. Due diligence right. Make sure the setup was right. And it worked out. So, pretty good trade. Thank you guys for tuning in. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know below. And happy trading, guys. See ya.